Okay, hi, Sagittarius, what's up? This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. We are doing a reading for you for February the 13th to March the 8th of 2024, right? That's right, eh? Wait, is it the right year? Yes, it is. Okay, so a reading for you for February the, what's the date? 13th to March the 8th of 2024. Sagittarius, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. I'm trying to fit all the cards in frame because we will be doing this reading is going to cover what's happening with you personally and what is happening with you in your social life or love life. Well, social life, love life, it can hit whatever it needs to hit. So it could be romantic, it could be good friends, it could be family. It just depends on what the universe believes you most need to know. As well as it doesn't have to be necessarily separate. It could correlate in such a way. Okay, but we'll see what happens. So over here is what's happening with you personally. Okay, and over here is going to be your social life. Okay, so let's see what's happening with you right now, Sagittarius. Okay, wow. Okay, right now, Sagittarius, 9 of Wands. I'm sensing a bit of fatigue in you, a bit of melancholy as well with certain dark clouds, but you're optimistic. I'm seeing certain levels of white clouds as well from the picture that's standing out to me. It's like you're waking up and saying one more day, one more go, one more push. So you're currently involved in something or doing or very focused on something or have to be, or it's just the day-to-days, as it were, or your responsibilities, and it's taking a lot out of you. It's draining you. It doesn't necessarily have to be work. It could be studies. It could be dealing with like companies of sorts or situations. It's dealing with something, whatever it means to you, that you have to do, you have to get through in order to get to the next step of things. In some cases, it could just be mundane, it could be draining, it's just taxing. But you are staying the course, you're being vigilant about it. But it's no denying that it does take a toll on you. Okay? Further clarification for the 9 of Wands. Yeah, see? The Ace of Cups. Intuitively, understandingly, that sometimes like the Ace of Cups comes in and it's the universe trying to fill your passions back up, fill your strength back up, your heart space, helping you with the commitment, helping you to keep pushing on, keep the zeal alive, like filling your cup, like giving you more nourishment for your soul, like keep trudging on, as it were, okay? I sense the universe is doing its best to constantly fill your cup, and so that you can fortify yourself, steel yourself in such a way to push on, to go on. So the Ace of Cups is definitely like the universe is at your back. It is helping you through this. It's telling you definitely don't give up. Further clarification. Yeah, see, this is the last one right there. That's like to make the 9 and the 8 page of wands. That's 2. That'll be like the 10. So very soon you'll be able to step forward into the next starting phase of what you're being vigilant about. Some of you, an offer will be placed before you, or you'll be gaining the reins to move forward with an initiative or something, or a project or a team or something like that, where it'll be a little bit more calmer because the foundations have reasonably been set for you to go to the next stage of things. And that's clearly what's happening here with the 9 of Wands. There's a situation or a situation, that's not a word, but you're situating things, okay? So, keep trudging along. That's the best thing I can say to you right now. The universe is doing its best to fill your cup every day. I'm sensing this is like a daily thing, even with the moon's type understanding there. The offer will be coming to you. Some of you, there's an offer you're just working towards almost like finishing up a protocol or procedure in order to be handed the reins on something. Some of you're going to be offered an opportunity. Some of you, it's an initiative whereby you have to finish something so you yourself can move forward in whatever new beginning or new endeavor this is. Okay, so right now you're just really, I don't even want to say busy. I want to say like kind of struggling through the day-to-days just to get to the next stage of what you're working towards, what you're planning. But the universe is definitely saying don't give up. I'm sorry. Okay, Sagittarius, what else is happening with you right now? Yeah, the Magician makes perfect sense. This is again like the universe telling you, you got it in you, you have everything in you. That's what the Magician energy is. It's all of the capacities, all of the tools that you need in order to succeed. And you have the power to be creative and orchestrate things according to how, like your whims, you know, to really exercise that talent of yours, to really manifest something that you really can place your hands on, having more authority. And that's what's going to be coming in after you go through this, okay? Having more authority. Like I said, when some of you is like something's going to be offered to you, you get the reins on it, or you'll be starting something more so yourself, taking those next steps, okay? I hope you can see my hand in the video because I'm pointing in this line over here. Okay, so when you finish that step right there, you get to have basically full authority or the next stage of things. That's what you're aiming towards. And all that work, all that effort, all of that, I'm sensing for some of you, there's networking, connections, stuff like that. All those things you'll be orchestrating and finally putting more sense to it in the format whereby you believe it's best to succeed and to move forward with. Okay, right here, it's like laying the groundworks of things. You know, it's like those, a lot of times in a lot of work and everything, you have to do it. You know what I mean? It's like over here, if I could use the thought process of, you know, a wonderful train or something like that. Well, first you have to set the rails, right? Okay, so further clarification with the Magician. Yeah, see? But, I mean, it makes perfect sense. The Seven of Pentacles. This is now starting that gardening phase, anticipating the harvest, anticipating a lot of success, a lot of abundance, a lot of growth, a lot of prosperity. This is what you're working towards. See, the Magician energy, finally you get to craft, you get to put your hands in it, you get to, like, orchestrate varying things. And you're going in that farmerish energy, okay, after the grounds have been set, so you can plant those seeds. Okay, this is like you going into the project, like I said, or going into the authority figure of that promotion or that new business that you're starting, or the new team effort of sorts, in your responsibilities of being in charge of a particular niche or a particular understanding, or even of yourself, whatever the case may be with you. But it is laying the groundwork in your creative ways for that future harvest that you're anticipating. And it will be something quite profitable. And I'm sensing for some of you, profitable in the sense of finances, profitable in the sense of notoriety, authority that brings in other levels of abundance. Okay, that's coming later on down the line. So it's like you're orchestrating things when you get to this step. For a lot of you, Sagittarius, I'm sensing majority of you are around here. You're almost done. Okay, and some of you are ebbing right into this row right here, which is what I'm holding right here. So you're about to ebb into this row. Further clarification. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. So what's happening here is, as you're exercising your authority on certain respects and stuff like that, placing the groundworks and placing those seeds and orchestrating how the garden should be looking and all that kind of stuff, there will be people trying to jump on your bandwagon for the work that you have done, trying to take certain levels of clout of it, or notoriety, or, you know, what's the word I'm searching for? When someone tries to take like some of the praise for your hard work. I forgot exactly the word for that, but don't let certain people do that, okay? Because in the sense of, like, okay, let me clarify this. The Eight of Swords is like other people's problems and concerns, and I sense levels of doubt. I sense levels of manipulation. I sense that they're trying to ease into, weave their own agenda into your work, and kind of manipulate you to making you think that they were a part of the whole process, and like make you feel like they're part of doing you a favor in order that you got to this place where you're at, and succeeding and building and growing, and they want to kind of weave their problems or concerns or agenda and make it feel like it's your problem as well, or you're responsible for certain things as well, or they certain people want to make you feel like you're a part of their team when you're really not. Okay, so be careful for that, is what I'm sensing with the Eight of Swords. I'm also sensing that you need to let go of those people who really try to place their problems or their burdens and put more on you than is reasonable for you. It's not even your concern. It's almost like someone trying to make you wear more hats in the situation than you committed to initially. Don't let them, railroad you as in a sense, okay? Just take the blindfold off, take the chains off, get up and walk out, because their problems, their issues, they're not your problems, okay? They're not your concerns. You already set the agenda for yourself, and that's what you should be going after, okay? That's a bit of advice that's coming through here for you, Sagittarius. Beware of some of those people who are trying to come on your coattails and manipulate your success and your current growth, and trying to be part of it and trying to make you do their work, and all this other foolishness they're trying to do. Is certain people try to manipulate you as they see you climbing and growing and all the hard work and effort you've been putting in. Beware of people like that. Okay, let's continue on, Sagittarius. Yep, see? Listen, Sagittarius, come on now. I can't even make this up. You have the Three of Pentacles. Notice, with the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, like I said, you're orchestrating and putting things together. And, those bad people you need to be aware of. But once you get your formula in place with the Magician energy, then you get to working. You get to making those gold bricks for market, as it were. You may have about 3 people of sorts who is really strong in your court. Could be a 4-man team, could be a 3-man team or less for some of you. But you are doing something unique. You are doing something that cannot be duplicated. That's why you're in the position that you're in. That's why you've been given the reins that you're in. That's why you were asked to be a part of this team or effort or whatever. That's why you started your own thing. Whatever the situation is for you, you are creating something that is it is profitable. It is going to be profitable for your health, is what I'm sensing. Profitable for your family, if you have family. Profitable for your future, okay? And I sense that as you're going through this, you are refining as you go. Interestingly enough, you are learning more about your talents and your capabilities as well as time goes on with this Three of Pentacles. There's some things that you thought were hard to begin with, but as you continue, it gets easier. Okay, which is almost with anything in life, right? To a certain extent, practice makes perfect. Well, perfect practice makes perfect-ish. It's not to say that anything is perfect, quote unquote, but it's better than it was. Okay, but yeah, you're orchestrating something. You're producing something, a service, a product. A cooperative measure, a delegation, whatever the situation is. It is something that only you seem to be able to do, and there will be a pull to want to have you elevated to really expand on these talents that is coming to light, okay? And you're going to recognize it further in yourself as well, okay? Don't let people steal from you. Don't let these people over here steal from you, okay? This is uniquely for you. The universe is saying this next journey, this is about you, okay? It's not necessarily to be shared per se. It is to develop you, okay? Further clarification for the Three of Pentacles. Wow. What did I say? The Six of Swords. This is going away from the riffraff, from the stress, from people trying to use you, abuse you, not treating you well. You're not about that life anymore. You're not about letting people just take advantage of you. And this is about you focusing on yourself and moving on. And you're doing it gracefully with the Six of Swords. You've taken everything that you've learned from your experience with the swords in there, and you're just moving on. You're focused on your own thing. Okay, Sagittarius, you mind your own business and you're focused on your own thing. You're focused on your goals. You're focused on your team. You're focused on your agenda. You're focused on your business, whatever it is. You're just very quiet and silent with that. And like some people with the loud noises in the background, you're just ignoring that and you're just focusing on your success. And that's what the universe wants you to do. Oh, so I see in this, you'll take my advice, clearly. The universe's advice to ignore some of these people over here. Okay, so I'm sensing this to be more so in the, interestingly enough, in the latter part of March-ish. This comes a bit more to light right here, okay? So again, just to reiterate, I sense majority of Sagittarius are around here. Okay, doing certain levels of drudgery. Okay, eventually you're going to get here, maybe closer to the edge of March or the middle part of March and part of March-ish, and around here you may start this particular ebbing in the latter part of March-ish and moving forward, give or take a week or two depending on your situation. Okay, further clarification. Wow, see what did I say? The Queen of Swords. You've gone from the nonsense, okay? You're focused on on where you're going and what you bring to the table and your growth, your development, and this is where you're headed into the Queen of Swords. This is someone who's no nonsense, okay? Notice that? See that? See that? The Queen of Swords, no nonsense, okay? She's focused, she's committed, she sees the truth of the matter. No one could pull the wool over her eyes. She says it like it is, and she expects truth coming to her. She'll know if someone's lying or trying to manipulate or trying to use it. She's not about that, okay? She listens to logic, reasonable, rational understandings, and she's not afraid to get in there and get things done herself if she needs to. She's not afraid to remove people if she deems it necessary, okay? This is someone who's all about that business, okay? All about that plan of action and to get it done. She's about that success, and that's what she's focused on right now. Okay, so clearly that's what I was saying. So let's continue on. Sagittarius, what else is happening to you personally now? Yeah, see the Chariot. This is incredible. Again, it's like an expansion of the Queen of Swords energy. Major arcana with the Chariot. It's fast motion. Okay, the grounds have been set in an incredibly secure foundation, which you've been doing the drudgery to establish over there. This is almost like tunnel vision right here. This is the fastest moving card on the deck. Once you are committed and you have the whole understanding, you have everything that you need, the material, all that kind of stuff, and you're moving and you have the plan of action. You know who's on your team, you know who's not. You're ready to shuffle things around. You're ready to negotiate. You're ready delegate it, and you're gung-ho. Nothing's going to stop you. And this is going to increase your efforts, okay? This is going to increase the momentum of your success, okay? And I'm saying in summertime, you will be very busy, is what's happening here with the Chariot, is what I'm sensing, okay? In summertime, you're just very, very busy. Go, 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 go. And you're going to be, I almost feel like you're going to be roaring like a lion, like very strong in your commitment, okay? So there's a lot of success you're headed towards in the mid part of the year of 2024 is what I'm sensing with the Chariot card, okay? So be ready for that, and you'll be properly planned and properly organized and connected, I'm sensing around here. So the speed that you'll be going at, it'll be properly supported, okay? Especially with the Sphinxes down there. Further clarification. Wow, what did I say? The Three of Cups. This is victorious energy, celebration. You're happy about this momentum. You're committed to this momentum. You have a good team. You have a good camaraderie. You have a good clientele. I mean, there's just excitement in the air. You are very excited about this momentum, okay, of victory and success, okay? And it's just going to further solidify your station in whatever this is. Okay, I sense you will get certain levels of freedom to also hang loose in certain respects here and there, but you're just very, very happy about the sustainability and the growth that's happening very swiftly around this time. Further clarification. Yeah, the Two of Wands, and later on, this I'm sensing this is going to be more in Novemberish, where it'll open the doors for you to say, okay, we're doing so successfully well in whatever situation that you are. How should you? What would be the next steps? How would that look? And then you'll be pondering a bit more in Novemberish about that. Okay, but yeah, in the summertime right here, this is a lot of celebratory energy that's going to set you up for further success. So that is what's happening in your personal life. Interestingly enough. So this technically spoke a bit more in the more future, okay? And over here is really more of the present, okay? So let's see what's happening in your social life, Sagittarius. Wow. In your social life, the Lovers, and I'm sensing now that sometimes these blend, but I'm sensing this is more of a separate. I sense this part right here now especially because love is giving me that vibe that this is talking about your life separately from your work life or business life, okay? So this really is going to be just focusing, really like talking about your social life. So the Lovers. I'm sensing for some of you, I'm sensing two things. This whole thing right here is a slight strain on your social life, on your love life, on certain levels, okay? Because some of you do take work home. That's what I'm sensing. It does cause a little bit of a strain, but I'm also sensing because of that you try to orchestrate like weekend trips, okay, to keep the stoke of love alive in certain respect. Make sure no one is forgetting it, anyone or being swamped down in certain respects. That's for some of you, but holistically is what I'm sensing is that Sagittarius, you have a good support structure in your romantic or like friendship realm or like the team-ish realm. I'm sensing more friend and romance. I'm not sensing too much business co-worker type support-ish like that. And I'm not saying that you're not support. I'm just saying your personal social life is not like you hang out, you work with them, and then you also hang out with them and they support one. It's not like that. I'm not fully sensing that. Some cases that could be it. That could be it for a few of you, but in your work life, you have people in your work life who support you, but it's separate from your social. So that's what I'm feeling more so, whereby I'm sensing this is more friend related or more romantic related. Okay, so you will have a certain support system that is trying to fulfill your strength and help you out as time goes on, because they understand the amount of pressure that you're under. Further clarification for the Lovers. Yeah, wow. Wow, what did I say? The 10 of Wands. This is pressure, okay, that you're about to lay down your burdens, okay? The 10 of Wands is like a completion to a drudgery, which we're going through over here, okay? So this is like I said, the loving dynamic. They are one of those systems that's going to help you lay down those burdens with the 10 of Wands. They're going to really make the load lighter for you, okay? So it's good that majority of you seem to have an outlet after working dynamic. So you're really on like when you're done with work, you're done with work primarily, and you have this outlet that allows you to really lay down your burdens, lay down your concerns, to decompress, okay? And that's what's happening here. Further clarification. Yeah, the the Hangman. This person or this romantic understanding or these good friends understanding literally help you take your mind off work, okay? The Hangman, it's like it's thinking outside the box, it's thinking in other perspectives, okay? And they really do help you forget about work, forget about your stresses and your pressures and responsibilities. This is a good outlet, very good outlet of this romantic and stuff, and or good friendships and stuff. It could be both in certain respects, okay? A good healthy combination. So really indulge in your downtimes was coming through. They literally take your mind off work, and that's what you need, okay? I think that definitely further further energizes you for the next day. So don't take that for granted when your friends say, let's go out for the weekend or something like that, or have a drink, or when you're a romantic interest, say, hey, let's go for a nice date just to get your mind off of things, Take it full advantage, because that is the right course of action for you to really lay down those burdens. Okay? You can't be burdened all day, every day, and for the whole week and not take a rest, Oh, that is awesome. You seem to have a good social life there developing there. So let's see what else is happening in your social life, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. The Queen of Cups. You tend to wander in your in your stresses, in your hopes and your dreams towards the future. It sometimes really hits your heart right now in this time frame of the reading, and that's probably why you have that that love dynamic here that understands that about you and tries to really take your mind off of it. But every now and again, you find yourself kind of going too deep in some of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and somewhat levels of pessimism, of certain levels of regret, certain levels of anxiety, certain levels of, are you on the right path? Is this really what you want to do? Will this be worth it? Stuff like that is what I'm sensing with the Queen of Cups. You really kind of jolt your heart, and sometimes, wow, that's heavy. I understand that. I mean, we all go through it. And I'm sensing you will be going through a little bit of that through the time frame of this reading, from from February to the March with the dates I said. But please, right here, there are people who actually are trying to take your mind off of it. This may come I sense for some of you early in the morning. For some of you comes in the midday, and it comes at night. Wow. Okay, but try not to get too much in your head. Okay. Further clarification for the Queen of Cups. Yeah. See. Wow, you have two minds on this. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're like really going back and forth with the Two of Cups with your mind, and that, see, the cups, and the cups is like your heart is like, oh, you're fighting with yourself. You torture yourself sometimes. Good Lord. There's like your higher self and almost like your lower self, and it's like thinking of the best but thinking of the worst, and it's like, oh my goodness, try not to do this. That's literally expanding on this, okay? It's like you become two different people, okay? Again, I'm pulled back to say, take advantage of those downtimes. Further clarification, yeah, the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of, in sensing your social dynamic, it really does affect you in certain respects, because on one hand, it's like you're trying to tell certain people why you can't go out to do whatever. You have a lot of things to do, but then they're trying to tell you, no, we have to relax a bit. You've been working too hard, blah, 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 and then you're telling them, but I want to get through this door successfully, and they're trying to tell you, you will get through that door successfully, but you really need to take a break for, whatever reasons. Okay, that's for some of you. And for some others of you, this is like work is on the mind, work is on the brain, and it's like you're being pressured with deadlines and commitments and stuff like that. They want, like, the people, the board, like the board members or something, they're really not necessarily attacking you, but really want to know, are you keeping to the timeline? Are these things happening? Will we be ready for launch in the next XYZ dates or whatever it is like that? And you're assuring with this one that's really glowing, you're assuring them we will be ready for this commitment, we will be ready to do X, Y, and Z. There are two people that are, I sense, in your social spectrum who is trying to support you in this and try to feign off some of the pressures from these other people or scenarios, or really try to, they're not realizing how much burdens they're putting on you. They're not empathizing like that, unfortunately, and you're just trying to keep it together as you move forward into this brand new cycle of things. You realize how important this agenda is, and you're just trying to keep your wits about you. Quite honestly, there is a huge pressure that's happening here. It does reflect over here, so your social, in certain respects, is affected definitely by your personal. So it is your personal is bleeding into your social life in certain respects. Okay, the universe told me to take another card as it relates to the Seven of Wands. Yeah, see, there is a jaded understanding again. So with your heart space and with your mental space, especially when it comes to certain things that come out of the blue, is what I'm sensing with the Two of Swords. So the universe is saying when you have to make those candid decisions, especially when certain things are placed upon you that weren't even part of the agenda, please go with your intuition, go with what feels right. That is the advice that's coming through with this, okay? So on certain respects, in your social aspects, your work is bleeding in to that, and they're trying to take away certain levels of your personal time. You really have to set a tone of reasonable respect in that time frame to manage the onset or the overflow of work, and to make a distinction for your personal life and your well-being, and say it with your sincerity. Make the best decision how you're going to say it, how you're going to go about it, and be authentic with yourself, because this is setting a tone, okay, so that you're not overtaken by certain aspects that shouldn't even be in your social life to begin with. Okay, this support structure right here is really trying to help you, and I sense for some of you, for some of you, you are your own support structure in certain respects. Try to get away from the work dynamics. When you are not at work, you are not at work, Sagittarius. Okay, that's what's coming through. When you're not at work, you're not at work. Okay, please use your intuition to help guide you. It's going to tell you what's the best course of action for you and your sanity, okay, and your strength. Okay, so please try to listen to the inner voice, especially when things slightly spiral and you're wondering what would be the best response or best course of action. Okay, let's see what else is happening in your social life. Yeah, the Star. This is rejuvenated power. This is miracles and blessings. This is I'm also sensing a level of separation, because the Star is like Aquarius energy. It's the water bearer, but it's also it's a wind sign, air sign, and it could go into the water, and as well as can go into the air, and you could be traversing both. Okay, there's a separation. There's a perfect balanced separation. Okay, and you have to learn how to orchestrate those energies. Okay, the universe is going to be bringing you epiphanies. It's going to be bringing you certain answers to help orchestrate your life on certain ways that you did not deem possible, and certain, what was coming through with the stars, certain wishes and desires that you want for the fulfillment of all this and the balance of all this. It's going to present itself. You're going to think it would be impossible if you ask for X, Y, and Z, and then you find out that the answer is yes, or there is room for compromise, or there is a push and pull that adjusts in your favor. Okay, so you have to be aware of nourishing yourself, and don't be afraid to speak up, because you'd be surprised of the responses that you'll get. Is what's coming through with the Star. What you think might be impossible, the Star is telling you it's possible. Okay, but you have to believe it. This is a wish fulfillment. If you have a particular wish and desire for certain things to go in a certain way, it is there for you to take. You just have to reach for it. Further clarification for the Star. Yeah, see, the Empress. This is again major arcana. This is a grand abundance. This is a peace of mind. This is your heart space and everything in total unison and total balance. This is balance. This is stress free. Okay, this is moving in accordance to a wonderful timeline, a wonderful balanced lifestyle of understanding is what the Empress is. Okay, a beautiful cooperative union of things. This is health and well-being, perfectly balanced. Okay. Sometimes she also comes pregnant, so there's a gestation period in certain respects, and it's like a development, but going towards that fullness and that promise of abundance and birth and growth. All of that happening here. It's beautiful that it reflects the Star energy here. Okay, so you can have this balance and this abundance of freedom and this lifestyle, but you have to reach for it. You have to just say it, take it, don't be afraid. It's there for you to take. I'm sensing in certain respects here, nothing can go forward without you. Okay, you are a critical component of whatever this is. You have to speak up. You have to recognize your strength and your power. Okay, you have to recognize your magic. You have to recognize that you are the talent. Okay, further clarification. Wow. The Knight of Swords. Once you do that, once you do this, you get to go take things up a notch in the direction that you want to go. This is a recognition of the pathways that you want to traverse, that you have traversed, that you know exactly how to go about certain things, and this is like a trusted effort going swiftly, reasonably towards those goals. Okay, you're not going to be slowed down. Okay, you're going to be, it's like a good pace that's happening. Like, what is it called with the horse dropping? Okay, a horse galloping-ish, you know? Okay, that is like that. Okay, once you get that understanding in place, take your power, and you'll be able to forge that path with a level of recognition, with a level of, you know exactly the course of actions to take, and you're not going to be slowed down. It's what the Knight of Swords is trying to tell you. Okay, so once you get that question and those negotiations and that understanding, you request X, Y, and Z because it'll be better for you and what is necessary for the success of your agenda, that balance of your personal life and your professional life. That way you'll be able to get more of a sustained pace going. Okay, so let's see what else is happening in your social life, Sagittarius. Yeah, see, makes perfect sense. I can see how this reflects a bit with your personal life. I hope you're noticing the reflections of energies that's happening here. Okay, there's that, there is that support structure here because of the drudgery here. And then right here, it's like those pressures, those negotiations, those anxieties, and it comes through right here because finally you get that energy and stuff like that. You get that power, but then certain people trying to like manipulate you, whatever, you have to make sure that doesn't happen, you know. And then you get over here where it's like those abundant energies start coming through. You get moving with that plan of action, those commitments. Okay, and then over here, notice how now we're getting into the success dynamics, the celebratory dynamics and everything. So it does reflect your social and your personal is reflecting in these scenarios, which is really cool. But at the same time, it gives a certain levels of separation, but it does show the bleeding in of your personal personal life when it comes to work aspects into your social dynamics and how you could course correct that or take more charge of that, so it does not. So there is a professional separation of certain things. Okay, so a lot of cards here in your social life. Look, the King of Pentacles. I'm sensing levels of the ability to travel, okay, just to take some vacations, some breaks, because the kingdom is producing food. The systems are running well. It is engaged. It is producing what it's meant to do. The foundations have already been set. You don't have to concern yourself about the minutiae anymore. You can concern yourself with more of the bigger elements. But this is you being able to like manage more of your schedule, more of your life, okay, and your social dynamics right here, more control of your existence, okay, which is really very similar to those energies right here. Okay, so this is where you're headed in your social life, especially after this. Okay, this is like having that authority, being the word that says yes, no, or whatever have you. You are in control. Okay, further clarification for the King of Pentacles. Wow. The Page of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing here, some of you may even get an assistant. Good, that's good for you, Sagittarius. That's awesome. And you've groomed this assistant to really manage certain things so that you have the freedom to be focused on other things. Okay, that gives you more of a social life. Okay, and I see levels of reflection here where you are treating your assistant very well, actually. You're grooming them for even further success. That's definitely for some of you. But as the Page of Pentacles reflects, clarifies the King of Pentacles, you yourself are reflecting from what you have learned through all of this and not forgetting where you've come from and how that is warranting and producing the wealth towards the future aspect of what you stand on today or will be standing on that day. Okay, so you have a grounding with you is what I'm saying. There is a good balance of your old self, your new self, and not forgetting even the simple things, the minor things that one would think, but you now know, or you will know, that those even small dynamics and small life lessons have what's led you into the more prosperity, more mature attitude when it comes to your time and your commitment and your life in general. Okay, so there's a reflection that's going to be happening here. It's going to be just a breath of fresh air. I think it's going to be really renewing you. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles also for some of you, and again, even though I'm saying this in like separate Sagittarius, this could be for like the same Sagittarius. Okay, all of what I'm saying, you just know how it emanates and reflects on you. So this is also whereby, remember I told you the kingdom is running well and you can focus on the bigger things and stuff like that. This is you putting in another new investment or going to the next level and next stages of things. Taking a moment, you have the time, you have the resources to expand, and you're considering how you're going to begin that new expansion. Okay? Further clarification. Wow. Listen. None of this is being made up. I cannot make this up. What did I say? With that, the expansion, okay, everything's running smoothly, everything's profiting, all that kind of stuff. And look, to clarify, you have the Sun. All this work, all this drudgery, all this kind of stuff, the Sun comes in with that burst of freedom, that burst of excellence, that burst of abundance, okay? That extreme, like, happiness that makes everything worthwhile. You're going to be very happy with your life when you get to this stage of the year. You're going to be very free flowing with your energy. You're going to have more social life, as well as a very successful career path that you're developing. Okay, so if you were in doubt with certain things over here and certain things over here, sometimes doubt hits your mind. Are you on the right path? Are you doing the right thing? All the kind of, you are. Okay, you have to get through these cycles. You have to get through these hurdles, and you will, with all the suggestions and advice and all that kind of stuff, and your life is going to be flourishing even more. So again, I saw November, December-ish here. Okay, but you're going to get there. It's going to be wow. And again, I'm seeing more summery around here, fall and summery around here. Okay, but yeah, definitely you are on the right path, Sagittarius. Yes, it's a bit grueling right now, but stay the course. Stay the course and do your best. So Sagittarius, I really do hope this reading helps to fortify your efforts, gives you the advice that you need, that encouragement. You can definitely do it. Do not give up. Don't let people use you and abuse you. Speak up. Grasp your abilities and your talents. Trust yourself. You do got this. You really do. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Bye.